Well, he has resigned in order to keep the party secure from getting the blame, and he would like to get the blame for all what he has said to himself rather than to party. That's why he has resigned. However, he seems to have made very tough statement and opening fire in all directions. Rahman Malik, Governor Sindh, NQM, Iltaf Hussain. And since he has also produced documents and said many things on oath, it seems that there is a need to examine and to see how far his statements are credible. Therefore, an inquiry commission needs to be set up so that if the statements are fine, then government can take action. If the statements are not correct, then some action can be taken against Zulfiqar Mirza. But he appears to be quite convinced, and therefore we have to wait and see what is the reaction of the NQM, because NQM was the main target, and how would the government and NQM react to the documentary evidence which he has produced.
Also, sir, he has vehemently spoken about Interior Minister Rahman Malik and made serious allegations against him about being involved with the target killers of Karachi. What do you think Mirza has, why do you think rather, Zulfiqar Mirza has made this move especially?
Well, it seems that in the past there were problems between the two, and now he has come out openly, and that creates problems within his own party. The PPP and many people in PPP would like some punitive action against him who are sympathetic to Rahman Malik. So in a way, one conflict would be within the party, and the other conflict would be between Zulfiqar Mirza and the NQM. The third conflict would be between NQM and the PPP, because many people would argue that he may have the blessings of the party leadership, and party leadership may have used him to apply pressure on NQM. So there will be a kind of a conflictual politics in Sindh in the next couple of days.
And now, sir, most analysts are saying that the move that has been made today by Zulfiqar Mirza was indeed, he was asked to do this by the president as another card he has been playing for this, the Karachi situation. How would you put that in words?
Well, I mean, one needs some credible evidence to make such a statement, because what we have noticed that Zardari has been trying to bring back the NQM into the fold, because he wants to strengthen his position and somehow neutralize PMLN's strategy of holding early elections. So if that is the strategy which appears to be, then this is not possible. Secondly, what Zulfiqar Mirza has said is very explosive, and I don't think PPP, which is facing so many difficulties and crises, would officially opt for such a dangerous and difficult strategy at this stage.
Right. Also, sir, the statements Zulfiqar Mirza has made against the MQM chief Iltaf Hussain, he had very blatantly, outrightly called him a killer, saying that the MQM is a terrorist organization, so on and so forth. Can we expect riots and more chaos break out in Karachi, since in the past few weeks we've seen Karachi bled enough? And do you think Karachi actually can survive what will be happening next if these chaoses and these riots do come out?
Well, the possibility cannot be ruled out. Much depends on how the NQM reacts. If the NQM decides to show its street power, say, let's say, decides to go for strike and protest, obviously then there will be a violence in Karachi. But if the NQM addresses the issue in a more non-emotional and more political way, there are options available to the NQM to take up the issue with the PPP leadership, with President Zardari, and issue a rejoinder, seek for an independent inquiry of the charges which he has made. So much depends how the NQM would react. If they want to create a difficult situation, NQM can do that.
Right. Also, now, sir, I'd like to ask you, given that the statements Zulfiqar Mirza has made strongly against the Pakistan People's Party Interior Minister Rahman Malik, How do you think, what sort of rift can we expect within the party ranks, or do you think that that the rift will not be would be made possible, but instead maybe the party leadership and the party members might just become more closer to each other?
Well, the party top leadership will, I think, move very quickly so that this kind of split doesn't become an exchange of polemical kind between the leadership in public. They would avoid this kind of controversy in public. Therefore, it's important for the chairman of the PPP to move in and try to diffuse the situation, because the charges against Rahman Malik were also very serious, and I'm sure Rahman Malik would be very upset. So party has to move in. Otherwise, if Rahman Malik issues a rejoinder, there would be another kind of controversy and polemical exchanges within the party that will increase the PPP's problems, which is facing a lot of difficulties not only in Sindh but also elsewhere.
Right. Now, sir, in the past you've seen every time Zulfiqar Mirza lashes out against the MQM, a lot of differences are created, and both parties are back to square one as far as their coalition is concerned. This time around, do you think that the MQM may decide to, for once and for all, actually end their coalition with the Pakistan People's Party?
Well, I mean, they're more or less out, but they have shown some accommodation. It is quite possible that the MQM decide to go independently, but the problem is that MQM alone can't do much beyond holding protest marches in Karachi. It has, if it wants to pressurize the federal government, it will have to work with PMLN to make life difficult for the PPP. And in the past couple of weeks ago, the MQM made an understanding with the PMLN, but suddenly it returned to the PPP. Therefore, we don't know if the MQM goes to PMLN, what would be its initial reaction. So it will have to create a kind of a coalition against the PPP if it really wants to put PPP in a difficult situation. At the moment, the only thing is that they show their street power in urban Sindh, especially in Karachi and Hyderabad. Beyond that, they don't really have much options.